Hi everyone, CFL Park Hopper here at Seaworld Orlando. We are back, they are open. We're gonna check it out today and see how things are going in the new socially distanced world of coming to the theme parks. Let's go. All right, so to come to SeaWorld or any of its parks like Busch Gardens over in Tampa, which that will be our next video, we'll be heading there next, or Aquatica, which is SeaWorld's water park, or Adventure Island, which is Busch Gardens water park, you need to have advanced reservations. So to do that, you just go to the park's website, SeaWorldOrlando.com or BuschGardensTampa.com. You have to go to each individual park's website, even Aquatica, Orlando.com, and so on. And you just reserve the day that you want to come. It'll give you a reservation for your phone, as well as you still need to buy a ticket for the day. So you got to kind of do two things. You got to have a reservation for the day you want to come, and of course buy the ticket for the day you want to come. So we are here in the marketplace area. It is not crowded in this area at all. Here's the Seafire Grill. Whoops, I'm going the wrong way, sorry. And over here is the lake and the new Icebreaker roller coaster. That construction was happening the last time we came in January and February. I believe, I was trying to think back, I think February was my last time at these parks. I came for the Seven Seas Food Festival in mid-February, and the park closed a month later, and I never made it back again after mid-February before the park closed a month later. So, yeah, man, February to June, that's a long time for me to not come to a theme park. Ugh. So, Icebreaker is still getting ready. I don't see them testing anything yet. I don't know if the track ever got completely finished or not before the shutdown. They did not do construction during the shutdown, but I think construction is now resuming. So maybe hopefully sometime this summer we will see this coaster be opened. So we're gonna walk around today and see what is open. I know some things are and some things aren't. So let's walk around and check it out. Let's head towards Shamu Stadium right now. So typically in the summer here at SeaWorld, they do Electric Ocean, which is an evening program where the parks stay open usually in the summer till like 9 or 10 at night, and they do evening shows that are different from the day shows and things. That is not happening this summer. Parks are only staying open until 6 p.m. and they're only going to be open 5 days out of the week. SeaWorld will not be open on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So keep that in mind if you're coming to Orlando this summer and wanting to do SeaWorld. It is not open on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and you'll see that on their website on the hour calendar. Aquatica, their water park, is not open on Mondays or Wednesdays. So they're gonna be opposite each other, and then they'll all be open, both parks will be open on the weekend days. But keep that in mind if you're planning to come to SeaWorld and Aquatica and planning your trip. And of course, when you go to make park reservations, you'll see that, because it won't allow you to make reservations for the days that they're closed. Okay. Check out here how close the Icebreaker is going to come right up to the stadium. I think that's pretty neat. They do sell concessions outside of Shamu Stadium. I don't know if I've ever showed you this. So you can get snacks like popcorn, hot dogs, ice cream, pretzels, drinks where you're going to watch the show. Here's Icebreaker. Pretty cool. All right, let's go in and get a seat. Okay, so real quick before the show gets going, they have like every other section blocked off. Like this section next to us is blocked off, you can't sit. So you can kind of see that around the stadium. Where I am here in the seats, they have like a 3-inch tape marker to try to leave space in between your families, between others. So, pretty cool. All right, let's get ready to watch Orca Encounter. right, everyone. So I only showed you a little bit of orca encounter, but I do want to mention that the rest of the show really talks about whale conservation in the wild. What would they do with the whales here at SeaWorld? What behaviors they do with them daily? So it's not just that they teach them how to do tricks. They teach them a lot of things. So it's a really cool show, and it really focuses on conservation, animal conservation in the wild. We are going to head now towards Sesame Street Land and see what's going on there. But I also want to mention real quick about the stadiums that they do a staggered exit. So if you are coming this summer, just be patient. They'll dismiss your section in a safe manner so that not everybody's pouring out of the stadium all at once to keep social distance. And they did say that they sanitize the stadium in between shows. So you can feel comfortable and safe to know that if you come later in the day, the seats get cleaned in between shows. So that's pretty neat as well. And let's talk a little bit about social distancing as we're leaving the theater. You really have to kind of do a lot of it on your own. There will be areas in the parks, and of course lines will especially have stickers on the ground to remind you to stand here and stand there for a 6 feet distance. But just try to remember to keep a 6 foot distance for your own health as you walk around the parks. I've been doing that for myself as I've been going, to the different parks in town. And, it's upon everybody. Take upon yourself, for your own health. So, all right, let's head in and see what's going on in Sesame Street Land. It's been a while since we've been here, and it looks great. Hi. And check out over here, they have Oscar the Grouch meeting and greeting in his can. So let's get up close to Oscar. So this is kind of the new way to do social distance meet and greets. So the characters are out, you're just kind of seeing him at a distance. You can wave hi, you could stand in front of him and get your picture and that kind of thing. So super cute. Oscar! Okay, and it looks like these rides over here are open. Abby Cadabby's Flower Tower is open, as well as, I believe, the Oscar Slimy Slider is open. The splash pad is not open, and I don't know if things will change as the summer goes on. This is the second day the park is open to the public. This may change, but for now, no splash pad. It looks like Grover's Boxcar Derby is up and running. This is a fun little coaster for kids. There it goes. Let's head over here. Now it doesn't look like these rides over here are open. So there's a few rides open. About 3 I saw there. These 2 look like they're closed. Cookie Drop and the Big Bird's Twirl and Whirl are closed. The little play area is closed. They do have little food trucks in this area that serve food. Let's walk over in front and see if they're doing food today. It looks like they are closed. Well, maybe not. Yeah, looks like they're closed. Couldn't tell what that one was, but yeah. It looks like you can get drinks and things here, ices, but that would be it for now. So maybe the interactive things are not working, but it'd be nice if they told you not to touch it if they don't want it to work, so that you weren't banging on it. Over here they do sometimes story time with Big Bird. There we go. I don't know if that is currently going on. I kind of don't think so, but it would go on in this area. And here's some of the signage on the floor, like please wait here and stand at a 6 foot distance. So, when you see this, you got to get on it. But like I said, try to do this mentally throughout your day at the parks. When you don't see it, just try to, stand back from people and create yourself, your own little bubble, just for your own personal safety. Looks like Elmo's Choo Choo Train is up and running. So that's cool. Let's see how they're spacing the train. Are they doing every car? So it looks like they're doing like every other row for Elmo's train. And I'm not really sure why some of those rides aren't running. I don't know if it's because they can't social distance well, or if they just need seasonal maintenance, because again, maintenance time was closed down, when the parks closed down. And so they may need seasonal maintenance that didn't happen. It's hard to say right now. So we'll just have to see as the summer goes on, if they do open up. All right, let's kind of head out of Sesame Street and see what else is going on. All right, so we're heading kind of over towards the new Infinity Falls water ride. It opened last summer. You get soaked on this thing. It is a round raft water ride. So let's check out and see if this is running. I know when I went to Universal, on the water rides like this, where you'd get really wet, they told you to take your mask off on the ride. So you wore your mask in line, and then when you got onto the ride, you put it in your bag or wherever to keep it dry. So that way when you got off the ride, it wasn't wet. Again, something like this, it may be a good idea to have a spare one just in case. So I'm gonna come over here to the line and see. It looks like people are wearing their masks in line from what I can tell from back here. Let's get a little closer. Oh, they were wearing their mask on the hill there. Okay. So let's come over here and see if we see what people are doing. These people coming along do not have masks on. Oh, it's just one person. So it looks like they might be doing like one party per boat. Because this boat is kind of small, and last summer it was like when I came by myself, they'd squish me in with others and be pretty close and tight. So they may just be doing one family per boat right now. So if you're single like me, you get your own boat. Not bad. I wonder what the wait time is. I'm gonna go look in a sec. Let's see. They're not wearing masks, so maybe they're letting it be your preference, because they're not wearing masks right there. He is coming along. I can see he has a mask on. Maybe they're letting it be your preference to decide whether you want to wear your mask on the ride or not. Again, if you're going to wear your mask on the ride, please have dry ones to put on after, because you're going to be really wet. Your mask is going to be all wet. So let's go over here and check out the wait time. It doesn't look like their wait time is running, because I don't see it working. I'm gonna guess this might be like an hour from here. So I think I'm gonna skip it for today right now. Come and do it another time. Also, there is a eatery right here, Waterway Grill. So let's walk in and see what it looks like in the eatery as far as the social distance is concerned. They do have lockers as well that you can put your things in while you ride the ride. So that's typically what I do, is I put my stuff in because I don't want it getting all wet. All right, the food in here is pretty good. It's kind of a little bit of a Caribbean flavor of food. So I'll come show you the menu. I do see a hand sanitizing station right here, and they have these all over the park. I've seen them in a lot of places. There's a lot of them, like I said, when you come in at the beginning of the park. And they have social distance markers all over the ground where to stand and all of that to get your food. But this place has grilled Churrasco steak. It has mojo roasted chicken, slow roasted pork, which I've had before, is delicious. They do have seared tofu, and they have chicken tenders. So, and SeaWorld a lot of times does serve their food kind of a buffet style, but the workers serve you. You tell them what you want. It looks like they put glass. I don't really remember if that glass was there before with the hot food. Maybe it was. I don't remember. I didn't really pay attention. But it looks pretty safe from what I can see. They have, like, the desserts and the salads and things are away from the guests, and they're gonna serve you and put it on your tray and hand it over to you. So, pretty safe it looks like to eat. All right, let's head out. Okay, so normally I just come right down here and keep going, but this has come closed. Looks like we have to wind our way. So, let's see what we gotta do here. Oh, it says 45 minutes, guys. That's a bit long for me right now. So I'll just come back later. It is, the middle of the day. It's like, it's 12:45. So it's typically a busier time of day. So I think I'm gonna head and get some lunch then, and then come back later in the afternoon. We need to go to Okay, everyone. So I ate lunch here at the Seafire Grill, which is where we came in at the beginning. And the only thing that they have to eat here is pretty much like chicken products. They have chicken tenders, fried chicken sandwich, grilled chicken salad, and a chicken wrap. So not a lot of variety. They do have a flame craft bar here where you can get drinks, and they do have like a few little items not much, more like, you know, appetizers and stuff. But the place I like to eat, which is over here past the, well, I'm looking at the building I'm looking at is the Sky Tower, but past the Sky Tower is the Spice Mill, and I love to eat there. They have burgers, but they usually have like a fish sandwich and sometimes like pulled pork and stuff like that. A little more variety, but they're closed. So I know the park is running at a smaller capacity during all of this. I think they're running around like 33% capacity. So I understand they probably don't need to open every restaurant. It's not worth their bottom dollar. So it's either the chicken place, or up here they have a barbecue restaurant, and that's it. So I just wish at the chicken place they would have added some burgers and just varied out the menu a little more. It's fine if they only want to have 2 restaurants open, but then just have a little more variety. That's my only complaint about lunch. It was good what I got. I got the chicken tender basket, and it came with 4 big pieces of chicken and waffle fries. So, I mean, it was fine. Just, you know, it'd be nice to have a little variety. When you come all the time as a pass holder, you have certain things that you like. All right, so we're gonna wander over here to this side of the park. I really haven't seen manta or kraken run once today, so I want to check out what's going on with these. And let's go check out some of the animal exhibits. Most of the animal exhibits are on this side of the park. So let's walk around and see some animals. This is kind of like, I don't know, I like this area of the park. It's a little more quiet sometimes because the festivals, when they have festivals, are always on the other side by the stadium, by Shamu Stadium. And so it's always like busy over there, but deep back into this side of the park where the animal exhibits are, sometimes it's more quiet. I like that. I like that side of SeaWorld. That's just more quiet and relaxed. It's a little bit slower paced sometimes than the other theme parks in Orlando, and sometimes it's nice to just have that. So let's see what's going on over here. All right, guys, manta is running. There it goes. Amy up there. Doesn't look very full. Only a couple of cars had people. But let's check out the wait. Because here's the line all the way out the front. It says it's 30 minutes, but again, social distance lines, remember, are gonna really look long because you have to stand spaced out and they're probably only letting so many people in to the building and so on at a time, it looks like. So keep that in mind with the social distancing. Things are gonna look longer than they are. We're just gonna keep wandering around for now though. Here's the pelicans. They're all hanging out on their dock. Let's get closer. And grooming their feathers or taking a nap. Oh, look at this one. Hello. Are you having a nice swim? All right. But these are the dolphins. These aren't part of the show. These dolphins are just here in the lagoon, and usually you can come up here and hang out with them. Sometimes they do dolphin feeding. I don't know if they're doing that right now. Maybe that's why it's closed. Maybe the trainers only are allowed to feed them right now. So we'll walk by later and maybe it'll be open so that we can wander in. Okay, so this is the dolphin underwater viewing. It's the same area that we just saw, but underwater. Let's see if we can see anything. Yep, they're swimming by. Let's go up and check them out. Here they come, look. Wow. Very neat. So they're just swimming around in here having fun. So yeah, pretty good underwater viewing time. And then right here, across from the underwater viewing, is Turtle Trek. And in here they have manatees and sea turtles. And I'm not sure if it's open or not. I mean, it looks like it is. There's no rope crossing it off, so let's go check it out. They do have hand sanitizer coming in, and they did into the dolphin underwater viewing as well. So that's cool. All right, so let's see what we see here. Check out the manatees hanging out. It's a whole little family of them. Look at the little one. They're having their lunch. Hello. He's coming right here. There he goes. Hi. So cute. They love romaine lettuce. Isn't that cool? All right, let's head on. There's another manatee over here. He's swimming upside down. And check out this big fish.
Oh, what's that?
Alligator gar up here.
What's that? Oh my god. Look at his other eye. They're running to each other.
Oh, Mr. Manatee. Here's the sea turtles. Oh, I got some divers in the water.
And then if you look, you can see where her can always open. And then if you look,
I never see the sea turtles just swimming around so much. They're usually like laying down or hiding. But this one. Hello. And the last part of Turtle Trek is a movie. It's like a 360 theater, you know, where the movie's like all around you. Where you go through the life of a sea turtle, but I think it may be closed. It says closed on it, so yeah, it's not working right now. Probably because it's too of an enclosed area for guests to be. So that was pretty cool. We got to see the animals. Let's head over to the penguin exhibit. I know that the penguin ride is not running, but they did say that you could walk through the penguin exhibit, so let's head that way. Now, if you really want to know how much conservation and rescue SeaWorld does, you should really come to their inside look. They had one in January. I do have a video of it, pretty recent video if you want to see that. But when you come to inside look, it's for a few weekends during a month, and they have different exhibits open in the back, like the back end of the exhibit open to the public, so you can see how the animals are cared for. Turtle Trek was open in January for you to see how they cared for the animals, like how the divers went down to clean the tanks and that kind of thing, which I think is what's going on right now. We just saw a diver. But back here behind Turtle Trek, they have animals that they've rescued. Back in this area, there are manatees that have been rescued from the wild, and they are currently being rehabilitated to hopefully be re-released back to the wild if they're deemed that they can be. If not, then they will live here at SeaWorld, just like these guys that we saw from underwater. Now that here they are on top, hanging out eating their plants. Yeah. So, and they were supposed to do an inside look in May, but of course that got canceled because the park wasn't open. And I think the next one is scheduled for November, so hopefully they will still have that one. But they're great. I really enjoy inside look. And you can just see how much conservation SeaWorld really does. It's not just a theme park here. It's a complete animal hospital here. So they do a lot to care for the animals, and that's, you know, Orca Encounter, the new killer whale show, basically was redone to focus more on that instead of just entertainment factor. So again, I didn't show you the whole Orca Encounter show. I think I have a much more of it on that inside look video from January if you want to check that out. Okay, so we're headed towards the penguins, and I wanted to show you the Journey to Atlantis ride is not open. So again, I don't know if this is because it didn't get refurbed. I kind of feel like it was down in the wintertime, January to February. Maybe it didn't finish its refurb before the parks closed, or maybe this is because of social distancing. The boat is kind of small. It only has 4 little rows and the 2 seaters, so maybe they weren't sure if they could handle the capacity. I don't really know. And let's look over here because Kraken seems to have a sign in front of it as well. Maybe it's not open because I haven't seen that running. Yep, it says Kraken is closed for maintenance. So again, this was probably supposed to be down at some point, and it didn't get to be down because the park was closed. So now it's down for maintenance. So we'll see. I'm sure that'll be coming up in the next few weeks. So, all right, let's head to the penguins. And again, I know that the ride is not open. It's just the walkthrough of the exhibit. Okay guys, so we're here and it's 40 minutes just to walk through the penguins. I do not feel like waiting in this line. The other thing with their lines is they don't look that socially distanced. So let's walk up and see. They look kind of close together. I'm gonna walk up and see if I can see if there's stickers on the ground or whatnot. Okay, there are, and they are apart. It's hard to tell from further away. The other thing is when you have your family, if it's a larger party, you're all trying to stand together on one sticker. So, but I don't think I'm gonna stand there for 40 minutes, sorry. This is only the second day of it being open, so I can come back another day and do some of these things that are a longer wait right now. I think too, as the day goes on, lines will get less. The park is open from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and I arrived here about 11:30. So probably like, you know, in the middle of all the busy, and it's only like 1:45 right now. So I have a feeling around 3, the park attendance will start to drop. So I have a feeling maybe the next time I come, I'm going to try to arrive here closer to 2:30, 3 o'clock and stay until 6 when the park closes. Because I think to just do rides, it would be better to do them later in the afternoon. The one thing you do have to be considerate about though in Florida in the summer is that's when the afternoon thunderstorms are for most of the days. But again, since I live locally, I can kind of watch that weather. And if it's like today, it's only supposed to be like a 20% chance of rain. So I didn't even bring my umbrella and things today. So now that can always change, but it may be one of those days. Of course, I do have to make my park reservation, but I have a feeling I'll probably be able to make them sometimes the morning of trying to come. And I don't think and foresee that every day will be sold out or that kind of thing. So let's head over here and look at the sea lions. There they go. They're getting it. One over there just screaming. Oh, you got a big one. You got a big, oh, we dropped it. Oh, he's mad. Okay. And they all have a different noise. It's pretty neat. You got it. Yeah. Oh, a baseball with sea lions. Woo. Catch. You got it. Oh, they're like, pick me, pick me, pick me. Well, I sure would want to have these guys in my choir if I was the choir teacher.
Ashley, Roman, Nathan.
Pretty cool. So that was neat, guys. We got there just at the right time to see them getting fed. That was pretty cool. So that's kind of the extent of the animals for today. I am going to see the dolphin show here at 2:45, so stay tuned. That's coming up next. Well, everyone, it's been a pretty fun first day back here at SeaWorld. I enjoyed going to the orca show and to the dolphin days, as well as seeing the animals. I didn't get on any rides because, you know, the lines were just a little too long for me today. But that's the plus of being able to come often is, you know, I can just come whenever. And so I'm going to try to come, like I said, maybe next time, like around, oh, I don't know, maybe get here like around now, which is 3 in the afternoon, and stay till 6. But again, I'll have to time that with weather because it is Orlando in the summertime. I'm sorry, I'm still getting used to this gimbal thing, guys. So if you liked today's video, hit like and subscribe down below to see more. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time we upload a new video, which is usually once a week. Our next video should be coming to you from Busch Gardens, as I will be heading there tomorrow to see what it's like over there. So hopefully you can join us here in Orlando sometime this summer and see how things are going in the world of social distance. It's really not bad with a mask on, even in the heat. And I feel really safe wearing them, and the hand sanitizer around and the social distance markers. And again, remember, it's just up to each person to do their bit. Keep your mask on and keep aware of your surroundings and just stay 6 feet away from people. And I do feel safe here at the parks. So we hope to see you real soon, and thanks for watching.